Students having beautiful, welcoming environment to attend each day fosters a sense of safety and desire to be there.
It can raise their expectations, self-esteem, and connection to others, which in turn often leads to greater focus, engagement, and enjoyment.
But what happens if the school becomes a place that contributes negative on the environment?
Aside from cultivating young minds and ensuring the future, schools also affect the environment in four fundamental ways.
Food waste, general waste management, energy use, and water management contribute to an education establishment's sustainability.
If one handles these four regions appropriately, a school can promote green practices to limit its footprint. When these areas are neglected, they can cause significant environmental issues.
In Sibonga Community College, there is a growing need to address these issues lest they completely ruin the school's sustainability.
The aim of waste management is to reduce the dangerous effects of such waste on the environment and human health. A lack of education regarding recycling and waste management has created a challenge for school sustainability.
Most students throw away plastic bottles, and teachers dispose of extra materials they could donate. These regressive practices can shift with awareness and resources brought into the classroom.
There are various ways schools can reduce their waste and dispose of it responsibly. It can be short-term or long-term solutions.
They can craft an assortment of disposal bins for different materials to better inform staff and students the proper waste management.
Develop a recycling and waste management club that features informative presentations by students.
Create mandatory waste management training for staff.
Donate extra materials to thrift stores and supply drives.
Use second-hand materials rather than buying new ones every year by implementing awareness education and sustainable waste practices. The classroom can become a greener place.
Students like to put their knowledge to work in the real world, so including them in these processes will aid learning and community development. Sorting is also a fun practice that keeps students engaged in their classroom.
The energy sector is the largest emitter of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change.
In turn, changes in climate can disrupt energy networks themselves, stress infrastructure, and pose safety risk to people.
By limiting the energy used in schools, you can aid in-depth learning, save money, and conserve the environment.
To reduce energy used in schools, one can turn off the lights when a room is not occupied or rely on natural lighting.
Limit the use of technological equipment such as computers or cell phones.
Install energy-efficient light bulbs and use the school budget to install solar panels.
Educational establishments can account for nearly 10,000 gallons of wasted water each year.
This water waste derives from worn toilet fluppers, dripping taps, and leaky valves.
To reduce unsustainable water practices, one can place signs in school comfort rooms to remind staff and students to turn off the faucet and report leaks.
Have cleaning staff conduct weekly toilet checks to guarantee that all parts are functioning efficiently.
Check hoses and outer tops to ensure they're working currently without leaks.
Evaluate the school's water bill to track leaks and usage.
Reaching out to staff and students can allow for environmental problems in schools to be addressed. Building a community that understands these issues will increase sustainability practices.
When a community works together to create these changes, it saves the school money and conserves the environment.
A good community is often characterized by sprawling green spaces. Not only do trees and plants clean the air, but they also provide food and shelter for wildlife and humans alike.
Which is why our community is largely dependent on our environment. Everyone has the right to live in a world free from toxic pollution and environmental degradation. After all, no one wants to live in a dreadful place, right?
Unfortunately, not many of us are doing anything to ensure that we made our community a better place. Not going to some place far, our very own Sibonga has begun developing the town to become more industrial while still preserving its natural bounty.
Sibonga is abundant in root crops, corn, rice, and coconuts, among others. The public market is held every Saturday in Poblacion. Each barangay has its own agora or marketplace with its own specific days of function.
Despite the improvement and beautification of Sibonga throughout the years, impending environmental issues didn't spare the beloved community.
Starting from waste disposal that has become a problem, with a garbage truck ceasing to collect garbage from all over the town, the poor waste management just got worse. Poor waste management, ranging from non-existing collection systems to ineffective disposal, causes air pollution, water and soil contamination.
Open and unsanitary landfills contribute to contamination of drinking water and can cause infection and transmit diseases. Poorly managed waste is contaminating the sea, clogging drains, causing floods, and transmitting diseases, increasing respiratory problems from burning, harming animals that consume waste unknowingly.
Air pollution is contamination of the indoor or outdoor environment by any chemical, physical, or biological agent that modifies the natural characteristic of the atmosphere. So there are common sources of air pollution. These are the household combustion devices, motor vehicles, industrial facilities, and forest fires.
Vehicle emissions, fuel oils, and natural gas to heat homes, byproducts of manufacturing and power generation, particularly coal-fueled power plants, and fumes from chemical production are the primary sources of human-made air pollution.
Energy has both positive and negative impacts on societies. Access to abundant, affordable, secure, safe, and clean energy is beneficial for humans. But energy extraction, transportation, and use can have negative consequences to the health, environment, and economics of a society.
The environmental problems directly related to energy production and consumption include air pollution, climate change, water pollution, thermal pollution, and solid waste disposal, as we continue to emit more carbon and methane into our atmosphere.
To help mitigate these issues, here are what we can do.
A school and community is undoubtedly connected. The school should have a club or organization, like solid waste management organization, like what we had in high school, whose purpose is to keep in regulating not just the school's waste management, but also the communities.
A monthly clean-up drive to coastal areas, streets, and sidewalks in the community should be implemented. Parks should continue doing their weekly clean-up drives within their vicinity.
There should be a proper dump site and a consistent collection of garbage.
A tree planting should be done in areas that are barren, and officials should be more tight when it comes to illegal logging and quarrying.
So kaha imong namatikdan sa panahon na to karon? Init.
With fossil fuel gases trapped in our atmosphere, we end up with scorching summer and the heat is becoming harder to tolerate in Sibonga. Without urgent action, these issues will only get worse.